between the United BHC and Toronto. First period, no score right now in the men's Masters division right now. In a number 9 versus number 11 matchup. Here in game number 4 of the tournament for both these two teams. Toronto 0-2-1 after suffering an overtime loss. The United, though, 0-3 coming into this game. This one shelled all the way back on down the floor. Gonna be popped out from the other side, and now here comes the United. A backhander on net. That time it's turned away there by Ozo. Rotated up the far side boards. Taken all the way just inside the red line, trying to force it back ahead. And skipped off the short glass and back on down. Gathered on here from the neutral zone, looking for a lane. Turn back over, and now here comes the United, but given back along, and now speeding back out. The Dawn with it. Try to reset it to Campbell, and now this one picked up again just inside the blue line. It's popped in. A far shot. They score! Slammed home from the off wing and past Tony Iozzo in a 1-0 lead here this time for the United with 8:20 left to go here in the first. So just when the Capitals thought they had scored a goal right around the 9:30 mark of this first period, instead that was waved off. And now the United, they have the first lead so far here of this hockey game. Coming down to the halfway mark of period number 1. This one dished all the way back on now. It's Skadon looking to carry. Did not get it past the red line. And now out comes United. They'll speed back on down the wall. Playing it back inside the Capital zone. And out comes Toronto on the 2-line pass. That time it's cut off and driven right back inside their own end. A twisting chance on goal. Iozzo had to be ready for it and spills it back aside. So D to D and given back across. Taken over here by Toronto, looking to reorganize things on their breakouts. Just about 7.5 left to go in this first period. A stretch pass ahead. That one tipped back into the United zone. And now the Capitals to come back along the other way. Maybe a 2-on-1. And now it's slipped all the way back along to the half wall. Going back along and towards the front. And tipped along that time just at the outside of the net. They'll try to recharge this one back up top. Capitals get control again, trying to put one past Cameron here. Here's a shot back on goal, and Cameron able to hang on and make the stop. It was 6:59 left to go in this first frame. Welcome back in, everyone. Glad you're with us here for the start of period number 2. Here this time between the Capitals and the United here in the men's Masters division right now. Both teams looking for their first win of the tournament. Here in a number 9 versus number 11 matchup, Toronto coming in at the 9th seed. The United at number 11, last in the division at 0-3. Toronto does have an overtime loss. They do have 1 point. Now, a win for them here in regulation could give them 4 points and see them jump a few in the standings and to move up to at least the number 6 spot here over the Godfathers, but needing to pick up a win right now. So this face-off will be an attacking zone draw here this time for Toronto. Verissimo gonna line in for the draw. I want to retract this face-off once again. So off the draw, controlled here by Toronto. They'll work this one back up high. Send it near side on the power play. This is their second power play chance here of the evening. Moved upstairs again once more and slapped across for a drive on the way. That time rebound in front. Cameron made the stop and knocked it away. So Graham Campbell now. He'll pick it up and walk this one across the red line until he hands all over on the far side. Gadon back with it. And we get another whistle here. Might have been offsides. 10:52 left to go here now in the second. So now this face-off slapped at and given across now to the near side. On it here is Campbell. He fell down, blew a tire. Campbell trying to get back to his feet. Chartrand watching him. Now out of the corner again, this is Campbell. They'll look this one straight up top. Now this pass sent back across and given out to the midpoint. Toronto pinching in a little tighter here, trying to find the back of the net on the power play and trying to level this game as that one sent back out of play. That time on the clearing attempt. So we'll see this face-off stay inside still here for Toronto on this attacking zone draw. So off the draw one here, this time by the Capitals. That one-timer from the outside turned along there. Off the stick that time of Martin. Sent all the way back on down the length of the rink. Down to the single-digit numbers here in this second period. Under 10 to play. Martin's pass. Rather Campbell, he'll send this one back along. Gets it back up top, and Campbell. Stick handling. Midpoint. Trying to give it back on through, and now maybe a chance the other way here for the United. Short-handed. This time on a breakaway if they could hurry, but sent back on into the corner. Shorting now. Trying to still stay with it. 5 seconds left to go on the power play. It's nudged back along out to the neutral zone. And that is going to do it here. Back to even strength now. So 5-on-5 hockey to resume here. Toronto 0 for 2 now here on the power play this morning as it's sent all the way back on down. That's going to go for icing. So now the centering pass in front for Toronto. That shot blocked. The rebound turned aside. Still trying to pick it up. Another drive on the way. And that time it deflects over the top. Maybe catching a piece of that one was Cameron. So off the draw now. That one picked up. Going to be taken again here near side once again. Coming up on the halfway mark of period number 1. So off the draw, this one picked up, sent back onto the near side. Here comes Toronto again. Slap pass back across. And that time it's broken up there by the United. Under 8.25 minutes to go here in period number 1. Rather 2, excuse me. This one brought back inside the zone for the United. Trying to send that one across, and that one deflects again back out of play. So now the Capitals with an attacking zone face-off right now with 8:14 left to go. Glad you're with us, everybody, here on Home Team Live. Toronto having some good chances here late in the second period, but haven't been able to find a way to beat Cameron. They've had 2 power play opportunities, but 0 for 2 to show for right now. The penalty kill unit has been strong for the United. Trying to pick up a power play goal, though, here on their third chance. It's sent back along towards the front. Cameron has that one under the armor, and he'll hang on. So now here come the Capitals trying to pick it up, and they'll paint this one out to the point. Looking for a room through a screen right now. This one teed up from long range. Blocked in front that time off the leg pad. There's Menard. Getting back around now. All the way up on the far side and tapped in deep one more time below the goal line. Martin going to work down low. And we get a whistle here with 7:04 left to go. So picked up here by Toronto. That shot did not get through and sent back on over to the near side wall. Looking to go to work and pick it back up, throwing up top to the point. Looking for a lane now, and it's sent back along for a drive that time from Gadon. Picked up behind the net now, this time by number 8. He'll drive a pass out to the wall. I'm looking out for Gadon again. Gadon now, his shot on the way. And that time stopped there with 6:08 remaining here in period number 2. So off the draw now, picked up here with under 6 to play in this second period. Left around to the other side, trying to get that one through now. The United will come back out the other way. Here with numbers back on down the far side. Trying to poke that one in front. Hard check up behind the nets. Toronto did a nice job defensively to break that rush up, and now they'll play a centering pass off. This will sneak out top of the right point. Able to keep it in that time there for United. Trying to hold the zone. Retract all the way back onto the neutral zone. And under 5 1/4 now left to go here in this second period. And that'll bring us to a stoppage in play here with 5:18 left to go now in the second. So now it's United to bring it back along with under 5 to go here in this second period. Touched all the way back in deep. From the far side, diagonal pass, straight back up top and a long shot that time on the way. From Hildebrand, had it knocked down, and now it's sent on the boards, near side. Here this time it's Gadon against Hildebrand, one-on-one. He'll have to spike that one back in. Turn back loose, and now with 4 1/4 left to go, second period. This one sent back along to the near wall. Corked all the way back on down the floor. Sent back on the far side, that's pawed down. Trying to advance it there is Toronto. Spun back to the corner. Looking to charge ahead now here are the Capitals. Stretched all the way back on down the ice. No icing waved off. Now collision all the way back out to the neutral zone. This one brushed ahead. Here comes Toronto again now. Still trailing by 1. The only goal came back in the first period. Scored by the United, an even strength goal. Played back down to the far side. Here are the United looking for one late here. A chance in front, and that time it's turned away there by the Toronto goaltender. That time Tony Iozzo trying to work this one back along all the way out to the neutral zone. Two-line pass broken up. United trying to bring this one back inside the zone. That's until it's slapped off the wall by the Capitals. And out they come. Back on down the floor in the race for the ball into the far corner. Below the goal line, taken behind the net. They'll come out the near side and lay this one up top for a shot, that time on the way. And a sliding effort that time there from Lee. Had it knocked down. So this one comes all the way back on down. Right out of the near side wall here in the final. Still 2 minutes and some change left to go here in this second period. Trying to find and play this one back on down. Picked up and tracked out of the zone out here this time by Toronto. They'll reset and start ahead. Trying to work that on through. Now we get a whistle here in the final minute and some change left in this second frame. So here are the Capitals with under 2 to go. Losing that face-off. This one dusted back on down the floor. And we get another stoppage here as that one goes out of play. Gonna try this face-off. Back out from the neutral zone and passed off near side from the wall. Trying to guide it back down and behind the net. Under 90 seconds to go here in this second period. Played across. Now that one touched to the front. And now taken out here by United. They'll try to spin that ball across. Going to be retracked here again by the United on goal. And a stop that time by Iozzo. So right off the draw, a shot turned back on goal. Now a 2-0 lead here for United as that one snuck right past Iozo that time. And United, with 1:05 left to go, have doubled their lead late here in this second period. So now in the final minute to go here in the middle frame, a 2-0 lead here for United. Trying to pick up their first win here of the tournament. Skip down off the short glass. Play down here near side. Trying to play this one ahead now. Here come the United, able to work it back in with a short rush now. Drop off at a shot on the way. That time it's turned around and kicked off the boards. Now come the Capitals. Under half a minute to go here in this second period. Walking it back on down the near side. Played in front. A quick chance and into the back of the net. So Toronto capitalizing off the rush here late in this second period. It's pushed behind Scott Cameron, and now the Capitals on the board and cut down at this deficit, make it a one-goal game here with 16 seconds left to go in the second. So now it's jammed all the way on out. Turn back into the corner, and that is going to do it through 2 periods of play. The United holding on to a 2-1 lead over the Capitals. Don't go anywhere. Third period coming up next right here on Home Team Live. Welcome back in, everyone, here on Home Team Live. Glad you are with us here for this one in a matchup between the Toronto Capitals and United BHC. Glad you're with us. A 2-1 lead heading into the final 12 minutes to go here in this third period. This one taken ahead and pushed all the way on down. This one driven back in. All the way around here on the near side. Floated across. That time off the stick there of Gadon. Trying to work it up the near side boards right in front of the United bench. Filtered back up the middle now here this time, and trying to take it over here are the Capitals. They'll push that one across. Taken out now here this time by BHC. They'll try to toss it back in. Right in deep inside the Toronto zone. So the Capitals right now going to reorganize things. They have the last goal so far in this hockey game. Both teams right now winless so far here through their first 3 hockey games in this tournament. The United coming in at 0-3. Meanwhile, the Toronto Capitals 0-2-1. Guided back onto the neutral zone, but a good read here that time by the United. This one put back on goal, and Iozo going to hang on to that and make the stop. So this one taken on out down the far side. Here comes Toronto now in the attacking zone, but offsides is the call. So with 10:26 left to go in this third period. This goes back on to Cameron. He'll hang on. Brought inside the near side corner. Trying to work it back along here. This time are the United trying to power their way into the zone. Under 10 to go here. Single-digit numbers now in this third period. Look at another stoppage in play here. So 7-14, we'll see another attacking zone face-off here for Toronto. Here in a 3-1 lead for United. So it goes all the way back on down. We're in the final 7 minutes of play. Toronto trailing by 2. Here in this third period, floated back along now into the zone. Here's a chance in front, a quick chance on goal, but a sliding block that time. They're over to make the save on the outside, a dive and block it. There was Corey Motor. Flipped all the way high, 99 at the point. He'll walk this one across out to his left. Now backpedaling. Gadon with it. Lets his shot go and deflects all the way back around to an open winger on the half wall. And now sent back in stride, this time here for the United. Trying to muscle it back on forward. Tossed back in the zone. Inside quarters. Here's a one-timer from the outside. It was blocked. All the way high again. Gadon's that time with his shot. Turned aside. So it's touched in back down low in the final 6 minutes to go here in this third period. Still trailing by 2 right now are the Capitals, but on the power play. 0 for 3 so far this evening. That twisting chance would not go. Played along that time from Barissimo, and now it's deflected all the way back on down. Some changes made here on special teams by both sides. Brought back up the floor here by Toronto. Right side, they'll play it and toss it back in. Could only get it so far. It's muscled off the glass that time. And that's going to go all the way back on down for another icing here. Kind of 5 minutes left to go here in this third period. With under 5 to go, still a 2-goal game right now. It's 3-1 here for the United. 4:32 left to go. Both teams remaining winless so far here in this tournament. Trying to pick up their first win. The Capitals, who do have a point though, losing in an overtime loss, but right now trying to pull back after being down by 2 here in this hockey game. Shot back along to the outside. Capitals going to work right now and spit back to the far side wall. Still trying to play it out of the corner. Rotated from the wall. Shot on goal and into the back of the net. That one goes high glove hand side. And it beats Cameron. And now the Capitals get on the board and cut the lead back down to 1 here with 4:32 left to go. So now down to a 1-goal game. The Capitals have the tying goal in them here late. Played back onto the off wing now here. The United looking to break back in. This one pushed in front. Shot that time and turned out there by Ozo. I'm going to bring us to a haltage in play here on Home Team Live. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on the coverage of the 2024 Ball Hockey National Championships. Stay tuned, more hockey coming up here on the day here in this same Men's Masters Division 34+. We have the Ottawa Godfathers and Toronto Titans up next right here on Home Team Live. Stay tuned for that one. Much more hockey going on throughout the day here in this tournament. It's a 5-day tournament winding down now. Over 30 teams participating here in the tournament through 4 divisions. And right now, you're in round-robin play right now in the Men's Masters between the MB United and Toronto Capitals. So in the final 3:30 left to go here, Toronto pushing on the power play, straight up top and a long drive, that time on the way, deflected back on over behind the net. Still trying to track and work this one on out. It'll come back out here to the neutral zone. Scooped in off the short boards right now and trying to cycle this one in behind. Trying to muscle it back along. Twisted back out up top, low to high. Played now to the midpoint. Drive that time on the way. Caught a deflection on the way through. And now it's sent back around. So off the draw here, Toronto trailing by 1. That one goes off the pad. Collected back along here in the final 2:20 left. Creeping in now this time, looking for a lane. That shot from the point on, put on the rebound, turned aside. Taken up behind the net, still working for it. Toronto, that shot blocked. Gadon let it go, and came up behind the net now. One more time on the half wall. 99 up top again. Gadon, his shot again denied. Couldn't quite get it through the traffic. This one sprinkled all the way back on down, forcing the Capitals to retrack it here and try it again. Time winding down on them. Less than 100 seconds remain here in the third period. Tapped across now, brought inside the attacking zone, and that's going to go for offside. So coming down to the final minute to go here in this third period. Toronto needing 1. They'll lug this one across center. And pound this one back in, off the end wall and back around. Sent back off the boards and all the way back down again. Under a minute to play here in this third period. Capitals having to go back and reorganize. Iozo plays it ahead. Here comes Toronto now. They'll tag this one back in deep, and that one's going to go after it hit the ceiling. 38 seconds remain here in this hockey game. So this one picked up and sent back down low. Half a minute remaining here in this third period. This is going to be winded back on down. Slam back in again. That time by Gadon. Trying to wind it around. Gadon couldn't quite find it. Down to the final 10 seconds left to go here. Picked up at the side of the net. United still trying to stash it home on the empty net. Looking to pick it up. And that is going to do it here in this one. The clock hit zeros. And a 3-2 victory here for the United. They pick up their first win here of this tournament against the Toronto Capitals. They now improved to 1-3-0 through their 4 games in this round-robin tournament. And Toronto now will fall to 0-3-1. We say thank you, though, so much for joining us here on Home Team Live. Stay tuned. More hockey coming up next.